WCNC Charlotte. This is Flashpoint, where power and politics collide and the tough questions get asked and answered.
Thanks for joining us here on Flashpoint. I'm Jane Monreal. Ben Thompson has the week off. This week, several competitive elections wrapping up across North and South Carolina. While there were no major surprises here in Charlotte, there were several other big victories helping to chart the area's future. This morning, we'll speak with two future mayors who are looking to manage towns that desperately are looking to grow. And then later, a new CMS board member breaking barriers. But first, well, joining us now is Huntersville Mayor-elect Christy Clark, a longtime familiar face on the show. Christy, welcome back to Flashpoint and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me today.
Of course, politics isn't something new to you. You previously served as state representative. What are going to be some of the new challenges as mayor this time?
Yeah, as Huntersville is rapidly growing, we are going to be facing how do we manage smart growth? How do we make sure that the things that we build in this town are beneficial for the town and don't cause any more headaches for our community here?
All right, no secret that Huntersville has been in the news a lot lately when it comes to development. Town leaders rejecting plans for some of the big changes to Brookdale Village and developers also pulling out of the massive Laguna Bay project. Is there room for any development in Huntersville?
There absolutely is room for development. We have this wonderful thing called the 2040 plan. It's the guideline for how we're going to build Huntersville and our vision for the future. And so we need to make sure that projects that come to town are reflective of what we want to have Huntersville be in the future.
All right, then when it does come to development, what specifically would you like to see happen in town?
Well, you know, we have had a lot of residential development here, which we need, of course, because our town is growing. But I would love to have some really wonderful businesses and corporations come here and settle in and support our community as a place for folks to work so they can live and work in the same place. Our downtown is in desperate need of revitalization. And so as we continue to look for the future on our downtown to turn it into a place where families can come and go and have dinner and hear music and settle in for the afternoon and not feel like it's a place you drive through.
Mm-hmm. Would then new development come first or revitalization?
I think revitalization is probably at the top of everyone's mind. If you've ever driven through what we call downtown Huntersville, you can see it's in desperate need of a facelift, and some businesses come there, especially ones that are reflective of our community. And we would love to have small businesses in the area find a place to settle and grow in our downtown.
Let's talk about transit. Your soon-to-be predecessor, Huntersville Mayor Melinda Bales, signed a letter back in September calling on the Metropolitan Transit Commission, to get more power over CATS. Do you agree?
Yes, I do think that we need a more regional approach to how CATS and actually transportation in general is done. And that was one of the things I prioritized when I was in Raleigh, and it's something that I would continue to prioritize as mayor.
So at this point, do you trust CATS?
Yes, of course, I know they're doing their best, but I do think that we can find a better approach to make sure that folks in Huntersville and up here actually in all of North Meck don't have to wait several hours to get from point A to point B. We want to make sure that folks who need to use public transportation have access to it and can use it efficiently and effectively for their lives. What
other changes would you like to see when it comes to transit?
Well, you know, there's a big talk about that red line coming. It's been in the talk since I moved here in 2010, and I hope that we can continue to have conversations towards bringing that type of rail up here. I know business up here would love to have their employees have a way to get to work that didn't involve sitting in 77, and I would love for that too. And I think it would be a great way to bring businesses along the line, just like they have in South End, and, grow Huntersville in a really fun and creative way.
All right, so what would you like to see happen to make sure that the project goes through?
Well, it's going to have to take everybody at the table, and we're going to have to find a pathway that works for everyone, making sure that we are protecting the historic homes that are along the rail line, but also making sure that it's something that works for our town and works for all of Mecklenburg County as well.
So having been in Raleigh and now back to Huntersville, what is your first order of business once you take office?
Well, we have a lot to do to get started. We're going to be determining which of our wonderful commissioners are going to be serving on committees. But I think we're going to be looking forward to sitting down with our residents and finding out from them what they want. We want to make sure that the doors are open and that it is a welcome place for everybody to come and share their thoughts and what they would want to see for Huntersville, and make sure that it is something that we build into something people really want and are happy with.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Huntersville Mayor-elect Christy Clark, for joining us once again here on Flashpoint.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Still to come, one local mayor-elect unseating an incumbent.